Welcome to Image Deco. If you're dreaming of transforming your small front yard into a breathtaking garden paradise, then you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving into the most captivating and practical 2025 landscaping design trends that are both timeless and trendy. Whether you love modern minimalism or cozy cottage vibes, these small garden ideas are perfect for making a big impact in even the tiniest spaces. From native plants and structured layouts to pops of bold color and sustainable design, we'll show you how to create a front yard that's both stylish and functional. Stick around for fresh inspiration and expert tips that you can actually use. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment below with your favorite trend from today's video. Let's jump into the most exciting garden designs that are set to define 2025. In 2025, the garden world is embracing a natural flow, both in plant layout and pathway design. Organic shapes and soft curves are replacing sharp lines, giving small front yards a more welcoming and relaxing atmosphere. Picture a winding stone path that gently guides visitors through your garden, bordered by swaying ornamental grasses, native blooms, and edible herbs. These natural elements don't just look beautiful, they're also easier to maintain and better for local ecosystems. Instead of traditional hedges, designers are using layered plantings to add depth and interest. Think taller shrubs in the back, with cascading flowers in front. This nature-inspired approach creates a seamless blend between the built environment and the natural world. It's about working with your yard's existing shape rather than against it. These designs provide structure without rigidity, and they're perfect for homeowners who crave a lush, laid-back look that still feels intentional. Small front yard gardens in 2025 are all about making bold impressions with statement greenery. This trend focuses on using fewer plants, but selecting those with dramatic foliage, interesting textures, or sculptural shapes. Think of architectural plants like agaves, dwarf Japanese maples, and large ornamental grasses. These standout plants act as living art pieces, giving even the tiniest garden a big personality. The key is choosing species that are hardy and low maintenance, but pack a visual punch. By limiting the palette and focusing on contrast, such as pairing spiky textures with soft ground covers, you can create a garden that feels curated and cohesive. You don't need a large space to make a design statement. Strategic placement of these showstopper plants along walkways or near the entryway instantly boosts curb appeal. Combined with simple hardscaping like concrete planters or gravel beds, this look is both timeless and fashion-forward. Edible gardens are becoming more refined in 2025, blending beauty with purpose. Homeowners are turning their small front yards into mini edible landscapes that are not only functional, but also gorgeously designed. Raised beds are arranged in geometric patterns, with herbs, lettuces, strawberries, and tomatoes planted in neat, ornamental rows. Companion planting techniques bring together vegetables and flowers, like basil with marigolds or chives with lavender, creating a colorful and productive front garden. This trend is perfect for eco-conscious homeowners looking to reduce grocery bills and food miles. Modern planter boxes, vertical gardens, and container arrangements make it easy to integrate edible elements into your landscaping without sacrificing style. The visual texture and changing colors throughout the growing season add dynamic interest. It's a joyful and rewarding way to make your garden truly come alive, delighting your senses while feeding your family. Minimalist and Zen-inspired gardens are another strong 2025 trend, especially suited for small front yards where calmness and simplicity make a huge impact. These spaces focus on clean lines, neutral palettes, and carefully curated plant selections. Instead of crowding your yard with too many features, the idea is to highlight a few elements, like a moss bed, a perfectly pruned tree, or a gravel rake design that evokes serenity. Japanese maples, ornamental grasses, and dwarf conifers are popular choices for these gardens, adding elegance without clutter. Incorporate natural materials like stone, wood, and bamboo to create texture while keeping the overall look streamlined. Water features, such as a small fountain or stone basin, bring sound and movement to the space. These Zen-inspired gardens aren't just visually beautiful, they also offer mental wellness benefits, turning your front yard into a personal sanctuary that welcomes you home with peaceful energy. Vintage charm is making a comeback, especially when combined with modern garden design. In 2025, homeowners are reviving romantic, nostalgic elements in their small front yards. Think wrought iron trellises, antique-style bird baths, classic white garden benches, and climbing roses or ivy. These details add character and history to the space. But the look is elevated with clean lines, contemporary plant choices, and updated hardscaping. Instead of traditional flower beds, you might see a structured layout of perennials with pastel color palettes surrounded by geometric pavers. The key is finding the right balance between old and new. Vintage planters filled with trendy drought-tolerant plants or hanging lanterns with LED lights bring charm and function. It's about creating a story, a garden that feels timeless yet fresh, full of texture, scent, and visual interest. This fusion design suits small front yards because it's layered, personal, and overflowing with curb appeal. With space at a premium, 2025's front yard gardens are doubling as outdoor living areas. Designers are integrating small patios, benches, and cafe-style seating right into the landscape, making the most of every inch. Imagine sipping morning coffee under a pergola surrounded by flowering shrubs, or reading a book on a built-in bench nestled into a garden nook. These multifunctional spaces blur the line between indoors and outdoors, creating peaceful retreats just steps from your front door. Smart layouts ensure that furniture and plantings complement one another, with raised beds acting as natural dividers or privacy screens. Materials like wood, gravel, and composite decking are used to define zones without overwhelming the space. This trend emphasizes comfort and connection. Your garden becomes more than just a decorative space. It becomes a usable extension of your home where you can relax, entertain, and recharge. Earthy tones and bold accents are key to defining a modern small garden in 2025. Instead of sticking to a single color palette, designers are mixing warm neutrals like terracotta, sand, and olive green with striking pops of color. For example, a beige gravel path might lead to deep indigo ceramic pots filled with golden marigolds or purple fountain grass. This contrast brings energy and depth to small spaces without creating visual chaos. Paint colors for fences and walls are also going earth tone, muted greens, rusted reds, and taupes that harmonize with nature. When used strategically, bold accent colors, like cobalt blue or mustard yellow, add personality and a sense of modern flair. These touches can come through planters, outdoor cushions, flower varieties, or even painted trim. It's a way to embrace current design aesthetics while ensuring that your front yard remains warm, welcoming, and completely unique to your taste. Sustainability is a driving force behind many 2025 small garden trends. Eco-friendly front yard landscaping emphasizes native plants, low water use greenery, and smart irrigation systems. Traditional lawns are being replaced with creeping thyme, clover, or ornamental grass blends that require minimal mowing and watering. Mulch and stone ground covers reduce evaporation and add texture. Designers are also using permeable pavers to manage stormwater runoff and incorporating rain gardens that collect and filter water naturally. Compost bins and worm towers are subtly integrated for homeowners looking to reduce waste while enriching their soil. Even small solar lights and recycled materials are being chosen with sustainability in mind. These choices don't just help the planet. They make gardens easier and cheaper to maintain in the long run. It's a practical and beautiful way to future-proof your front yard while creating a space that aligns with modern environmental values. As we wrap up, it's clear that 2025 offers a perfect blend of timeless beauty and trendy flair for small front yard gardens. From bold plant choices and eco-conscious layouts to inviting outdoor living nooks and soothing minimalist design, there's truly something for every style and space. Whether you're revamping your entire front yard or just adding a few stylish touches, these ideas are sure to inspire and guide you through your transformation journey. Don't be afraid to mix and match trends that resonate most with your personality and lifestyle. The most beautiful gardens are the ones that reflect who you are. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed these ideas, please give this video a like, subscribe to our Image Deco channel for more home and garden inspiration, and leave a comment telling us which trend you're most excited to try in your own front yard. Until next time, keep growing beautifully.
you.